Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we have a lot of money, and we should probably do something about that. I'd like to spend this money somewhat. We can certainly get an upgrade going in Mecca. I'm going to get farms and fields upgrading there. And I think from here, we're just going to go around and we're going to spend down our money, like at the beginning of each episode, is what I'm thinking at this point. That'll be the easiest way to keep this relatively under control. A lot of this stuff is already constructing, but we can certainly build a city holding out over here. And we can come up to like Basra, and in this area, there's certainly a lot of stuff we haven't upgraded over here. Oh wow, a lot of this doesn't need upgrading. Okay, so a lot of this has been pre-upgraded. That's fine. We need to spend like 20,000 gold here. So we definitely have a bunch of upgrades to do. Yeah, a lot of this stuff over here is actually reasonably upgraded, surprisingly. I mean, I guess it's not super surprising in this area with the floodplains. It's actually a pretty good place to base a realm out of, as you might imagine, with this being the Tigris and Euphrates river valleys here. So that's definitely something that would make a lot of sense. We're going to continue to upgrade our castles over here. We got this one going. We need to get this temple going. We've spent about half of our cash at this point. We just have so much money rolling in at this point that it's complicated to get rid of this amount of money. That's the way that this ends up working. And it's going to get more complicated as we get more and more of these upgrades done. We should certainly look to build a city holding out over here. What else do we have? And we're prioritizing building city and temple holdings over anything else because anything else increases the power of our vassals. We don't necessarily want to increase the power of our vassals if we can help it. I mean, some of this is going to increase their power, period, no matter what. But we still don't necessarily want to do it more than we absolutely have to. So we're going to get these upgrades going. We're down to 2,000 gold. Okay, we've spent nearly all of it now. That's wonderful. We'll upgrade this temple. What else do we have? We've got a city here. We've got a castle here. We actually don't have the cash to upgrade that castle. So I think we'll upgrade this wooden watchtower and call it good. Beautiful. So that's that 20k gold spent. Now I want to come up over here, and I had just noticed that this guy, we don't have a truce with him. So that's wonderful. A truce is with this guy up here. So I want to conquer this duchy. That'll just conquer everything in, well, that depends. Do we consider this county part of Hispania or not? Yes, we do. Interestingly, this is de jure part of the Empire of Francia, but we should consider this county part of Hispania. So I'm going to declare war on this guy. We're going to do a duchy conquer, and that'll be absolutely fine. I didn't even look at what he had. He has a number of alliances. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that. I want to raise up our forces somewhere around here or so. We'll raise our men-at-arms there. And yeah, we can no longer sway him. I'm going to conquer him rather than vassalizing him. This will just be a much easier way to go. So he's got about 10k here. Sure. And then he has, yeah, 10k total, but his allies haven't joined. So we've got 20k here, and he doesn't want to fight this. I don't blame him. We're going to wait until our men-at-arms join here. Any moment now, men-at-arms. You can do it. There they go. Cool. So we're going to head up over this direction. I'd love to catch him here. I don't think that's very realistic. We're going to split off our siege force, and we'll keep pursuing him. Somewhere around here would be more than sufficient. We'll put in a siege commander, as usual. Here's one. And we're going to just work on chasing this guy down. It looks like he's going to let us catch him here. He shouldn't, but okay. At the very worst, he should have fled to these mountains and fought us there. He still wouldn't have won, but it would have been better for him. This is a merc band? Okay, whatever. For now, we're just going to get this siege done. We'll head down here. And I think we'll go start a slow siege on his capital, but this is going to end the war. So that's absolutely fine. Sure, show in this guy and his 100 renown. Perfect. We'll enforce those demands and disband our troops. And of course, we're going to need to grant out this title and this title. It's Mercia, but it's not that Mercia. Okay, cool. So we do need to grab the duchy title. and grant that over to this fine gentleman here. We'll show the recent title. There we go. And does that de jure go anywhere? Yes. Okay, cool. So that is absolutely great. That is now under our control. That's basically all of Hispania. I do want to attack Aquitaine here. 18,000. We can seize the Duchy of Vizcaya de jure. We would really do the county claim here. Yeah, I don't think we have any need to take anything else here. So we're just going to declare this on the county de jure claim. And then we'll call that all of Hispania. So at this point, we can drop our rally point here. We know that there was about 18,000 troops, so we'll raise that on up. And he called it a holy order, so 25,000. Sure. No real problem there. That'll be sufficient. And we'll get these guys heading on in. We'll start up a slow siege here, but it won't really get significant progress until the men-at-arms turn up, which will take them a little bit. But that's fine. That is all of Hispania under our control, and once we have that, arguably that is the objective for this campaign finished. But I kind of want to conquer Africa at this point. So we'll probably toss in a conquest of Africa too. We've got like 240 years left in this campaign. We've got lots of time. So much time. So we're going to grab this for the ticking war score. Then I want to head up and see if we can catch this force. And it looks like we can. Beautiful. They were embarking for some reason. This is not a good idea. They get stack wiped, and that's absolutely fine. Beautiful. So we're at 60% war score right now. This is not going to take much to finish off. Do we just go up to their capital here? Yes, we do. For some reason, I was thinking that their capital was located, like, further inland, but of course it would be here. Why wouldn't it be here? This is the capital of Aquitaine, so yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. So we're going to drop a hard rule here. There we go. And that, of course, ends our war, so we'll enforce those demands. And arguably, that is our goal achieved. We currently control from the Persian Empire over to Hispania in its entirety. So arguably, that's good. And we don't need to proceed on this campaign, but we're going to. Because I definitely want to conquer Africa. After that, we'll see if we want to conquer anything up here. I don't know. We're definitely, I think... At this point, we're past the historical extents of the Islamic Empire, I believe. Or very close to it. They might have gotten a little further over here. I'm not sure. I know that the definition we were using was the Persian Empire, what is this empire actually called? This is our dynasty. What's the other name of this? Arabian Empire. Whatever, we'll call it that. So we've got the Persian, Arabian, Maghrebian, and Hispanic Empire here. Cool. So that's absolutely wonderful. We're very happy about that. Now we can turn our eyes to Africa. So Mali, what do we have here? We do have a truce, actually, or a lack of truce, I should say. What claims do we have as it is? That's just an emirate. Yeah, I don't love that. Let's see what claims are available. So here we've got... nothing. Okay. Literally no one. That's excellent. What about Kabu over here? This is a kingdom tier realm, so we could certainly go after someone like... He's the player heir? Okay, that's sad because we have a hook on him. But... alas, we can't go for him. Nobody would come in over here either. Interesting. Let's look at de jure. Can we de jure claim the Kingdom of Mali? No, we have 37 of 61 required counties. Okay. Fair enough, but Gurma's a lot of that. I mean, it's not all of it, for sure. But we could go after Gurma here and be working towards the Kingdom of Mali. So that sounds good. We could look to invite somebody here. What do we have? Anybody? How many reasons? 150. That's a pretty big threshold there. Okay, let's take a look up here again and take a quick look. 105 reasons. 65 reasons is better. 20 reasons. This guy we might be able to convince. Still 20 reasons. He's his liege's court physician. Okay. Not ideal. Not ideal. So there's not really much for an option there. This is a kingdom tier realm, and duchy-wise, what is the setup here? Okay. I'm just taking a look through these realms right now and looking at their duchy setups. We could definitely go after someone like this, right? So we could do a county conquer here. We can do a county conquer here. For Kebi, we could certainly do a duchy conquer. So that's an option. And then we can clean up Noop down here potentially as well. So that cleans up these little states here. I like it. So none of those are kingdom level. Everything else here is going to be a little more complicated, but we can potentially go after like Yoruba land or something like that after. So these are not going to be difficult, right? Almost certainly. We're going to ransom these people. That's absolutely fine for the moment. How old are we? We're 43. Okay. So we're currently working towards primogeniture, and that is 5 years out. Getting changed to primogeniture is going to be interesting. We'll see how we proceed on that. So once we finish up gathering here, we'll head on in, and we'll just knock these out one at a time. No problem whatsoever there. Everything else over here, with the exception of Kabu, is, and I guess Jenny over here, is decent in terms of claims. So we'd have to go after, like, kingdom tier claims, right? So that would be fine. We're going to head on up over this way, and we're just going to wrap up these wars nice and quickly. Of course, we're going to want to grant out these titles. We don't want to hold them ourselves. And we'll probably end up moving them into the Sultanate of Hausaland. Hang on. Kingdom Bornu. Right. The Kingdom of Mali down here. I was a little bit confused about that. I was in Empire mode. So, yes, this is the Empire of Mali. We're going to be working towards that. Kingdom Bornu we're going to need as well. But for now, this will do. That war is over. Beautiful. We're going to enforce those demands. The question is, can we get down here before this siege ends? They actually leave, which is perfect. They probably could have sieged that down before us and screwed us over. But as it is, we take that over. So we'll enforce those demands. And we'll enforce these demands. Cool. I don't know what this war is. We're defending against Lobi? Okay. We'll see about that in a moment. Okay, so let's get this siege done. Beautiful. We'll enforce those demands, and of course we need to hand out all of these territories. So we'll grant these out to nobles. This is putting count level under us, which we don't like, but we'll do that for now. That's fine. Now, who are we actually fighting here? Ah, okay. This guy. Cool. We'll walk up over there and defend our newly gotten territory, our new extremely legal territory. Fantastic. We'll transfer this guy over. Apparently we can do that. Excellent. Okay, we can't siege this, but we can certainly siege Denver, and we'll do exactly that. Okay. That puts us at 100%. Perfect. So enforce those demands and disband our troops. And just like that, that is all under our control now. What is this over here? That's part of Yoruba land. Okay. Yoruba land is slightly awkward, but let's see if there are any halfway decent claimants here. This guy's too far away. You would not come to court. You have 20 reasons. We can send a gift and see if that would do the trick. 15 reasons. Okay, sad. But that's fine. We're completely okay with just spreading money around at this point. Yeah, these guys would not come to the court, so we're going to need to get more opinion with this guy. So what else can we do? Well, he thinks that we're the wrong religion, which is fair enough. He is Waldensian, so that's fine. We could work on swaying him. And in the meantime, we can look at Gur. What do we have over here? Wow, almost nothing. Okay. And none of these are interested in coming over. 175 reasons and 160 reasons. Okay, so instead we could think about a duchy conquer, but these are very awkward. I'd really prefer kingdom conquers. So what about over here? What do we have? Basically nothing. Okay, how's Abyssinia looking? Only this singular claimant. Okay. Well, we know we can attack Berbera, and we can attack over here as well. We were waiting on truces for these, and they're both completely done. 18 reasons to not accept vassalage. I'm going to send this guy a gift. And now he'd do it as long as he had a religious exemption, which I guess is fine. So he'll come on over. Fantastic. And then this guy, he's got 33 reasons. That's probably less likely to happen, but I'll send him a gift anyway. He'll do it for a religious exemption. Okay, cool. Done. So that's all under our control. The Empire of Abyssinia we do control, so we are the de jure liege of this guy. I wish we could do a de jure kingdom, but alas, we cannot do that. So how do we want to deal with Abyssinia? A holy war for kingdom is not possible because we've already done a religious war. We'd have to wait until next lifetime to do that. So we're running into a lot of roadblocks on these kingdom conquests. No doubt about that. What if... Okay, that's all part of Guinea. Yeah, most of this is going to be in the de jure Empire of Guinea. We can definitely come up over here. This is technically a kingdom tier realm, but all he has is this single county title. So we would do a county conquer here. And that'll be fine. We can certainly get that done. We'll raise our men-at-arms here, and that war is officially over, assuming he doesn't stack wipe our zero stack. We'll see. He does have allies joining. 13,000. I don't care. Okay, so that's absolutely fine. We can get that dealt with, no problem. Next up would probably end up being Kabul. Most likely. So we'll see what ends up happening there. And yeah, we're going to fight him here. He has numbers. Oh, wow. We traded places there. That's hilarious. This is going very poorly for him. Wow, that went incredibly poorly for him. Okay. I love it. That's great. So we're going to enforce these demands and disband our troops. Of course, we're going to need to grant these titles out. We don't want to hold this. So we can't grant out a leased title. Get out of here. There we go. Cool. So we'll grant this out to just somewhat at random. Perfect. Next, I want to see if we can transfer anybody de jure, and we'll do any of those that we can. That's wonderful. Cool. So we're making good progress down here. Hello. I did not notice Kotoko before. Come here, Kotoko. I've got an empire for you to join. So we're going to raise our troops here, and in we go. Perfect. So Kotoko is going to be joining us. We've got these guys here. That's a county tier realm. We probably need to do a duchy claim on it, though. And we'll just continue to grab territory that we actually can for now. It'll be a bit before all of this is grabbable. 475 gold. Nice. The renown is more valuable to us at this point, though. No doubt about that. So we are going to enforce those demands, but that does put us into this defensive war. Okay. That shouldn't be a problem. I mean, these guys are not going to be an issue for us. So we'll take their capital, and that's already gone. I'd like to catch this force over here. It looks like we actually do catch them here, which is remarkable, considering we got 2 sieges while they were running. Okay, so that's over. And we're just going to continue heading down over here. We siege so quickly, and we don't even have bombards yet, which is insane. I want to point out. That's absolutely insane. So we're going to enforce our demands and disband our troops. That was, of course, a defensive war that we just kind of inherited. And from here, just checking to see, we can usurp a couple of titles. It's a duchy title. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about that. We can create the Empire of Castile and the Empire of Navarra, which we will do. Cool. Okay, so now I want to take a look at this guy. Okay, Duchy Conqueror is perfect here. I love it. Then we would go after this guy as well, County Conquering here. And those are nice, clean wars. So we'll get them taken care of. That's not going to be difficult. We're going to... Oh, this is not our territory. Hang on. We're going to need to go up over here and cross downward. That's fine. So we'll do exactly that. I'm not expecting these to have significant allies either, but maybe I should be. No, they're good. Okay, so that all looks fantastic. Unfortunately, we're definitely lacking ways to break into these kingdom titles right now. Who is this guy? He's somebody who wants to bond over our shared rivalry. Okay. Sure, I guess that's fine. So we need a new marshal. That is going to be this guy. He's not the best at the job, but he's okay. Cool, so that's a stack wipe there. And does this end the war? Not quite. We'll have to go out over here. I did just see our construction in Mecca finished, so I want to hop over here and make sure that we're getting well springs. I believe this to be the penultimate upgrade for Mecca. I don't think that's the final one just yet, but I think it's the second to last. So we're going to go in over here, and we're going to enforce those demands. We are, of course, going to need to grant these titles on out. We'll need to do something about the duchy over here. This is all de jure part of the same duchy. Okay. So we'll enforce these demands and disband our troops, and we'll grant this on out. The duchy will need to usurp, and that will go to this guy. Cool. So that's, you know, a bit of an exclave, but that's fine for now. So, who can we go after from here? The ideal target would be Mali. No doubt about that. I would love it if we had some proper claims. This guy has claims on a lot of titles, but not on all of them at once, sadly. So, I mean, we can check through the claimants again, but I'd be a little surprised if we find anybody. Yeah, we mostly just need to wait for, like, well, this guy just came of age, and he's the player heir. Yeah, there's just not a lot of claimant options there. So we do have Kabu out over here that we could certainly think about attacking. Okay, just looking at the way that that's laid out. It would not be clean. It would require 2 wars. Which is certainly awkward. So many kingdoms down here, and so few claimants. Okay, well, that's very, very exciting. Wait a second. Wait a second. These guys are landed, but did we capture anybody unlanded that we can claim? No. We would need somebody unlanded to press their claim. 105 reasons here, 135 reasons here, 45 here, but we're at 100 opinion. 80 reasons. We're at maximum in our court lodgings, right? We need to go into the royal court and check our court grandeur. Yeah, we're at maximum lodgings. Maximum everything. Do we want to be in a warlike court? I feel like we were previously. We'll change that over. That'll be fine. We do have a throne, apparently. Okay. And we've got furniture that we can put over here. Sounds great. I'd love to get that renown. We've got additional furniture over here. And here's more renown. Okay, cool. Our throne room looking resplendent. Excellent. Okay, we'll have a panic room. There we go. Now, we're not going to hold court, of course. The real question is, who can we attack? Gur? I mean, not with these guys. What options would we have here for a duchy claim? Definitely not clean. Okay. I really feel like Yorubaland is the way to go. Unfortunately, it just isn't. So we might have to give up on Africa temporarily for the current moment. That's probably what's going to end up happening here. There's a lot of kingdom realms down here that we just can't find a clean into at this exact time. Note that I say clean. We can definitely attack them and get truces going with duchy level claims. But they're just, that's not a clean way to go about it. So instead, we might want to consider coming out over here and working a bit on Western India. So this is a kingdom tier realm. We have some interesting options potentially over this way. Oh, right. These guys are landed. Hang on a moment. There we go. This guy would join our court. He is 54. I'd prefer somebody younger. This guy would do. So this is definitely an option. We can start conquering some of India. I wouldn't mind doing this, so we would go after this claim here. This guy is a Shari, which is perfect. Okay, we do it. Hang on, does this guy have multiple kingdom titles? He does, but we can take one of them, and that's completely fine. We'll have to wait out a truce, but we'll get at least one kingdom title out of it. So we'll declare this war, but it is time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to drop our men-at-arms down over here. We'll want some levy troops as well. But I'm going to put that cut in here, and next episode, we're going to start breaking into the Rajasthan Empire. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Shadow Wolf, Mlohan80, Rogue Corbett, Andy Magar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.